Welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon. Thank you so much for stopping by. One of my favorite kinds of episodes. Today, we are going to take a look at, of course, the Galadon Troll Trap Southern Teaser Town Hall 13 base and fully maxed out armies, going at it and failing. Now, of course, first things first, I should let you guys know that this is a work in progress and I am constantly making minor changes to the base. It also is available at Town Halls 12, 11, and 10. Although I would not suggest using it at 9, you're welcome to give it a try. They are all listed on my Discord server at discord.gg/GaladonGaming under bases linked from video. So if you can figure out how to use my Discord, you can get in there and copy any of these bases. If you have a version of your own, there is also a room where you can post your own versions of these bases or whatever other base that you have. We've got lots of other cool bases there that people have created. And this one I've created myself, but then that's what I do. I'm a content creator. And as long as we're on the subject of content creating, if you guys think this is cool or you enjoy my videos, I would love it if you had a chance before you made your next purchase in Clash of Clans to go to settings, more settings, scroll to the bottom and type in Galadon. Remember, it doesn't cost you anything. I get about 5%. I give back about 50% to charity. I use a bunch of it to buy swag that I give away every single month in my live streams. It's a good thing to do. It's an easy thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Use code Galadon. Okay, so anyway, enough of that. Yes, I don't know. I enjoy those little shout outs, even though it's kind of silly. I hope that it doesn't annoy you guys too awfully much, but let's get into some of the defenses. Now, of course, I also need to put a little asterisk next to all of these defenses and remind you that this is right at the edge of Legend League, right around 5,000 trophies where these are taking place. And yes, at the end of today's video, I will break down and attack my own base in a friendly challenge with another one of my Town Hall 13 accounts. In the meantime, let's go in and check out the victories. So now, yes, we are not here to make fun of anybody about them failing attacks because Lord knows of all failures, Galadon fails just about as frequently as anyone else. And, well, you know, some bases can be pretty tough, especially when you're in Legend League. You're not accustomed to, say, studying a base for any length of time. You've got 8 attacks to do and you only have a few minutes to do it each day. So you get in there and maybe you just see a town hall and you just spam all your troops in the corner thinking that you're going to crush the rest of the base, and then it doesn't work out so well. You saw the layout at the beginning of this video. You know that if you take just a couple of extra seconds to look around, you're going to see that this baby is set up to annihilate anybody that comes from the bottom, right? I mean, even the air sweepers tell the tale. So yeah, this is generally what happens when somebody comes in at the bottom of the base. And I would imagine even with a well-executed attack, if you try to get in after the southern teaser portion of this base, you're gonna get crushed. And that's pretty much what happened time and time again over the past week or so in Legend League. Now, I will also tell you that on offense, I am intentionally only executing 2 to 4 attacks a day just to keep myself hovering right around 5,000 trophies. Again, I am not happy with the lack of rewards for Legend League players, and I do think that Supercell needs to add something here. And yeah, I'll push trophies just a little bit at the end of each season, just so that I end the season with 200, 300, maybe 400 extra Legend League trophies. And then, you know, if they do offer rewards, I'll be ready. Okay, this guy here did a pretty good job of pulling the clan castle out to the very top. Notice he's got the super minions. Now, he's not actually going to take care of them. He's just going to pull them up here towards the top. And then, while they're distracted, dumps everybody in at the bottom of the base. All the balloons, everybody rolls in at one time. And the hope is that you'll crush what is obviously the high concentration of my defenses. And that is the weak part about this base. If you can get, say, through that first 30% of structures at the bottom, then essentially the rest of the base is super easy because there's just not a lot left to defend. But generally, most attacks kind of tend to go like this when they go right at the bottom of the base. And then there's a few seconds of desperation trying to grab a few extra percentage points, and no, bat spells on a wizard tower, probably a bad idea. Okay, so let's move on to another defense I liked this one because this attacker spent a significant amount of time going, wait a minute, wait, what? This smells funny. Something's wrong. I'm going to look around and I'm going to think about this for the full 30 seconds. Now, notice the time counting down. So this attack doesn't have a lot of time to it once it gets started, and that's generally what happens. But he's got the Yeti Smash, got some Electro Dragons, looks like maybe a Queen Charge, and finally decides, okay, let's start out with a Queen Charge not right at the bottom, which I would agree is a good idea. There is pretty much never going to be a Queen Charge that can succeed coming from the bottom tip of this base. But notice, this is a lot of thinking right here. And I'm like, wait a minute, is this guy going to start? What is going on? He waited quite a long time, even after the 3-minute timer started to count down, before he decided to attack. Now, of course, he might have been taking a bite out of his frozen burrito, but we don't know that. Okay, so in go the Electro Dragons. Here comes the Siege Barracks. So this is the idea of a funnel, right? Okay, clear the buildings on the left, clear the buildings on the right, go right down the middle. That's the problem, though. There's so much defensive firepower right here that even if your funnel is amazing and gets all of those units focused in the middle right here, unless you've got tons of freezes, heals, a great timing on the Warden ability, you're gonna get pounded, you're gonna get hammered, and of course, the defensive units help out a little bit as well. Super minions raining down Hellfire as all of the Inferno Tower scatter shots, and of course, the Eagle is off at a distance, so you can't take it out easily. It's gonna help out as well, and what seemed like perhaps was going to be a well-planned attack ended up being a recipe for disaster, and yeah, so another win for the Troll Trap base, and it's been a lot of fun to run this thing. But I will tell you that players do from time to time take different approaches, try different strategies, but notice again that every one of these armies is like 90% maxed out. I'm not showing the defenses where you're bringing in maybe missing a hero or you've got lower level units. These guys are bringing max level armies, and of course, most of them are making the mistake of coming in like this, and you can see, I mean, come on, the odds are stacked against you when you're facing all of the Expos, all of the scatter shots, all of the Inferno Towers, all of the heroes, and the defensive clan castle all at once. Yes, you might get the town hall down. No, you're not going to get much further than that. Now, I thought this was an interesting twist, because notice he's got a ton of Valkyries left. And so what he decides to do at this point is, wait a minute, okay, I've gotten the town hall down. Let's go to the other side, drop the rage spell, the wall breakers, the Valkyries, and try to grab the 50%. I thought this, you know, I'm going to give him an A for effort right here. Definitely got close to 50. Okay, 40%. Okay, let's move on. Check this one out. Here's a completely different strategy. E-Dragons. Never heard of this one before, right? Okay, so 6 E-Dragons, 24 balloons, and they're all just going to roll in, and this guy counted on his heroes to get in. The E-Dragons are essentially a world's largest funnel, right? The entire army is meant to funnel the heroes in after the town hall, but the entire army gets barely 25%, and now in rolls the log launcher, the heroes. He's actually trying to save, it looks like, the king and the queen. Then he realizes, wait a minute, I probably should go ahead and send in at least the king. So the king comes in, the log launcher, oh my goodness, oh, it's balloon devastation. And somehow the king, the log launcher, no, the town hall still stands, and perhaps in a moment of reevaluating his Clash of Clans life, the player decides, okay, let's make that last desperate push with the queen, with the Grand Warden, and unfortunately, I would love to say that we had some 0-star defenses, but not in the past week or so. It seems like everybody's getting at least 1 star, but not getting much past that. I would say maybe 3 out of 4 attacks end up similar to this one. Okay, last defensive replay before I go on the offense. Let's check out a truly different strategy, and I thought, hey, this was actually well thought out. Let's go from the opposite side. Let's take down the weak side of the base, right? Start with a queen charge and count on the strength of your queen charge and your funneling to get the rest of the army into the core and eventually to the town hall. I do love the log launcher, love the amount of damage that it does here, but this actually ended up just being a desperate attempt at funneling, and most of the Valks end up going off to the left. So yes, they do finally kind of complete a funnel, but you've lost about half the Valkyries. The bowlers are rolling in, the rest of the heroes going right down the middle. And, well, the problem with this now is you're still trying to muscle your way through the base. You cannot muscle. You cannot force this base down. You must finesse this base down. You must be a little more gentle in your approach and a little more measured. Again, all of the defenses now firing up instead of down, and it becomes a death zone for the troops right in the core as all of the Expo, Scatter Shots, Inferno Towers are able to fire and wipe out everybody in the middle. Now, we're getting close though. 80% damage, and look who's coming in from the far right-hand side. That's right, the Queen Walk is still walking. She's gone all the way around from 12 o'clock to now almost 6 o'clock. Can she make it in and turn that corner with the ability, avoiding the single target Inferno, coming around the corner, and, well, yeah, not quite. It was close. 90% 1 star, but in Legend League, that's only worth 14 trophies. All right, so let's go ahead and go after my own base with my own strategy, Gala YOLO Queen Charge Hybrid, okay? So we essentially YOLO this base. We see if we can maybe sort of work it out so that the Archer Queen goes down. I would like to see her move down and to the left rather than up towards 12 o'clock. That's why I dropped the Baby Dragon in. I've got a couple of super wall breakers that are going to go deep, deep, deep into this base. You'll see right here. Finally, the Archer Queen makes the turn that I wanted her to, and now we start to think about how are we going to complete this funnel? How are we going to face that giant concentration of defenses at the bottom? So the Archer Queen, good value, got a rage spell, one more super wall breaker. Watch this one. Great pathing right there. That's exactly where I wanted it to go. It has got the core of the base open, and we're actually going to deal with the Clan Castle troops in phases. This was accidental. Out comes the Headhunter. Notice I'm using the coconut balloons as just because I'm acting as if I don't know all the Seeking Air Mines are at the bottom of the base, right? So here, yes, she makes the turn back into the core of the base. That's exactly what we want to see. Out come the super minions. We freeze and poison them. I am going to use both freeze spells to make sure the super minions don't wipe out my charging queen. She takes out the eagle. That is a big one. She'll deal with the defensive Archer Queen as well. And now the rest of the funnel. Barb King and Siege Barracks, and then immediately in come the Hogs and the Miners. We're hoping that everybody can kind of merge, and the Archer Queen, the Hogs, the Miners can use up the heals, the rage, and head in on after that Town Hall. Counting on a good Warden ability right here. As the Warden moves in, everybody is going to cross onto the Town Hall. There we go. Ready with the Warden ability. Beautiful timing, if I do say so myself, as the Town Hall goes down. Everybody is protected as they face all of those defenses. We carry on counterclockwise, and notice the Queen is still up. The healer switched. That's okay. The Queen's going to take care of the core. The units on the right-hand side, well, that's it for the heal spells. But remember, we knew that most of the defenses are on the bottom half of this base. There's not a lot to stop us at this point, and this is the point where we know it's going to be a 3-star. There is nothing left up here other than a few point defenses. Every single splash defense is focused at the bottom of this base, and that is the key to beating it. Much like the Hog Mountain Challenge, it's just a matter of knowing the weaknesses of a base, going after it, and in the case of Legend League, knowing how to recognize those weaknesses in just about 30 seconds or so. Now, this attack does get close. You'll notice that we're counting down to the final 20 or so seconds. I use the Archer Queen's ability just to make sure she can help out, but we've got it. More than enough units left, and maybe it turns out that with the right strategy, my Southern Teaser Troll Trap base is not that hard to defeat. And that's just one of many strategies that could be used to take it down. Galafam, thank you for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. You know, that's why I love thinking about it, appreciate every single one of you every single day. So get out there, make the best of the rest of your day. Be kind to other people. I'm Melissa Blind. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more text.
Galadon! Galadon! Oh, Galadon!
What, Peter?
I think you forgot something. Galadon!
What?
Nice 3-star. I say you did a great job.
What do you...
But you left out a part of the video, Galadon.
Peter...
What about this part here? Did you not want to ship...
Peter, no. That's...
Come on, Galadon. Total disclosure. Come on, Galadon.
I'm just showing them the highlights, Peter. The highlights.
Right.